Hi everyone, my name is Kizea and here with me is Erica. And we're from grade 11 Mount Banahaw. For today's video, we're going to show you how to solve the system of this non-linear equation given to us by Sir Balin.
So we have this equation which is x squared plus y minus 4 is equals to 0 and 2x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. So this is the equation that we need to solve.
Now, as you can see, we will graph those equations. So x squared plus y minus 4 is equals to 0 will show a graph of a parabola, while 2x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0 shows a line. Now, we can see na the visual graph that our two equations would look like. So with this, we will proceed to solving the systems of the nonlinear equation.
Step 1. We must move all equations except for y on the right side of the equation. So move to the right side. So it will look like this. Y is equals to negative x squared plus 4. Step 2. We must substitute the new equation to the second equation, which is 2x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. So 2x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. And then substitute the y. So 2x plus, open parenthesis, negative x squared plus 4, close parenthesis, minus 1 is equals to 0. Then we distribute the x to the parentheses. So 2x minus x squared plus 4 minus 1 is equals to 0. And we all know that 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. So it will become 2x minus x squared plus 3 is equals to 0. Next is we transform it into the standard form, which is negative x squared plus 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. And for it to become positive, we multiply negative 1 on both sides of the equation, so it will become x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. Now we have this equation, and as you can see, this is a perfect square trinomial. And so, our next step is that we factor this perfect square trinomial, and we have the values of x plus 1 and x minus 1. So 1 minus 3 is equals to negative 2, which is the middle term, and 1 times negative 3 is equals to negative 3. And we can also check this using the FOIL method. Then we get the equation, which is x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So these values of x, we equate this to 0 for us to get the values of x's. Then we'll have x is equals to negative 1 and x is equals to positive 3. And these are the values that we need for this equation.
To solve for the values of y, we will substitute the two x's to the equation y is equals to negative x squared plus 4. So if the value of our x is negative 1, that will be y is equals to, we will copy the value of negative 1 to the x plus 4. So that will be simplified, negative 1 squared. So that will be positive 1. Then copy the negative sign and the parentheses plus 4. So we will distribute the negative sign inside the parentheses. That will be -1 plus 4. So the value of our first y is equals to +3. So now if our x is equals to +3, so is equals to -x² plus 4. So that will be, we will change the x into +3 squared plus 4. Then simplify. So 3 squared will be 9 plus 4. And then, just like the other one, we will distribute the negative sign inside the parentheses. So that will be -9 plus 4. So the value of our second y is -5. So our two solution set are -1 and +3, and +3 and -5. So this is the two solution sets of our system of nonlinear. So now, since we already got the two solution set of our nonlinear equation, we can do the checking. And in order to do the checking, we will substitute the two solution set, which is -1 and +3, and +3 and -1 to the values of x and y to our original equation. So first, we will substitute the values of -1 and +3 to these two equations. So we have here x squared plus y minus 4 is equals to 0. And 2x plus y minus 1 is equals to 0. Now, if the value of x and y's of these two equations is equals to our first solution set, which is -1 and 3, then we will do that. We will substitute the values of -1 and -3 to the x's and y. So that will be -1 squared plus the value of y is 3 minus 4 is equals to 0. And the second equation, which is 2 times the value of x is -1 plus the value of y 3 minus 1 is equals to 0. So simplified. So -1 times -1, that will be +1 plus 3 minus 4 is equals to 0. And -2 times -1, that will be -2 plus 3 minus 1 is equals to 0. Then 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So our first equation is correct, since is 0 is equals to 0. Second one, -2 plus +3, that will be +1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So our first solution set is correct. And this will prove it. So now we will go to the second solution set and substitute it to our two equations. And so for the second solution set, we will just do the same in what we did in the first one. So if the values of x and y is equals to 3 and -5, so we will substitute its values to x and y. So that will be 3 squared plus the value of our y is -5 minus 4 is equals to 0. And here 2 times 3 plus -5 minus 1 is equals to 0. So that will be, we will simplify the equations. So 3 squared will be 9 plus -5 minus 4 is equals to 0. And 2 times 3 is equals to 6 plus -5 minus 1 is equals to 0. So that will be 9 plus, this will be -4, so -9. So 9 plus -9 will be 0. So it's true. And here 6 plus, this will be -1, so 6 plus -6 will be 0. Therefore, our two solution set is the correct values of x and y to our systems of nonlinear equation.
Now let's go back to our graph on Desmos, and as you can see, the graph of these two equations intersects at point 1, 3, and 3, -5. Therefore, we can say that our solution and solution set is correct.